Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Effective with that 1-2. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lewis. Lewis is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. A solid left hand by Lewis. Well, standing opposite Tyson is the taller man, and if you are the taller man, how can you apply that to give yourself a chance against Mike?
Well, you want to get inside, you want to take that height away, and once you get inside, you understand there's going to be a lot of target there to take advantage of.
Good return fire that time. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. The left hand coming into play by Lewis. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right.
Keep working that jab, man. Good job. Man, that's it, baby. Good job. Good job.
Fires off that hook.
Catch yourself.
Oh, what a huge uppercut from Lennox Lewis. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Mike Tyson's doing well here with that two-punch combination. 10 seconds remaining in this round. How about that left hand? And that's the end of round one. Lewis's corner's got to be thrilled with what they just saw. They won that last round. They put down a beatdown on their opponent. And now they got to be thinking, hey, this thing could really snowball in our favor big time when we get off the stool here.
Yeah, they have to feel that way. Keep it going. Why change it now? You know, what you did the last round, it worked for you. It got you into a commanding position. Keep doing it. Keep doing more of it. But remember your defensive responsibilities as you go forward.
Lennox Lewis with a mighty left. Solid straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A well-placed overhand right. Good combination by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook.
Keep your head moving. Keep your
Right
head
on the mark with the hook up top. If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Lewis. Halfway through round number two. Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Come on, come on.
Lennox Lewis with a big uppercut. Tyson's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Lennox Lewis's jab lands well.
Back to the body, back to the body.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Scores up top with a left. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Stay on the outside.
Lewis is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Lennox Lewis with a mighty left. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. And now he's targeting upstairs. That right hand over the top lands flush. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Fine work with the double jab downstairs. Right hand downstairs.
There's no need to be on the
Tyson's not skipping a beat. He came out just the way he finished up last round.
Yeah, what I like is that he's a thinking man's fighter, and his corner gave him probably good advice. They know that the opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're figuring it wasn't enough time.
Both men digging in with uppercuts. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. A little head hunting with the right. Good combination to the body. And a big right hand comes crashing home from Tyson. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A headshot blocked. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Lewis. Lewis has got speed, no doubt about it. You can see his ability to land combinations with ease.
Yeah, but what you want to see now is how effective he is down the road with that speed. Does he place his punches? Is he intelligent with that speed?
Solid left hand to the head. Nice work, Tyson with the hook. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. Got to be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Final 10 seconds. A huge right hand from Mike Tyson. And now he's targeting upstairs. And we come to the end of the round. Start of round number 4, a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Jump on him right now.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
A shooting right hand by Mike Tyson. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Good job.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Good flush shot upstairs. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Right there, Mike Tyson was able to score well with the hook. Mike Tyson's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. And now he's targeting upstairs. He has found his groove with this right hand. Snaps that jab out. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Tyson's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand, is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head, otherwise your opponent will move it for you.
This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Scored well up top. Targeting that belt line with the double jab.
Nice work, nice work.
See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Mike Tyson. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Punches and bunches, combination up top. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Tyson's gone into a defensive shell, but that shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why it's getting cracked is because his opponent is confident that with those earmuffs on, you know, going into that peekaboo defense that he is, he knows he's handcuffed, so he's putting together 3, 4, 5 punches where normally he would only throw 1 or 2, worried something's going to come back.
Lennox Lewis with a big right hand. And now they're trading blows.
Keep it going.
Tyson's in bad shape. Well, that's yet another round that he won, and Teddy, he's in great shape. What were you hearing out of his training camp as to how he got so conditioned?
Well, we were hearing that he was doing his road work, wearing knapsacks with 20 pounds of sand in them, running uphill. I mean, that's one of them. Also, instead of taking minute rests in sparring, he was taking 20-second, 30-second rest. It's showing right now.
Range.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Now this is exactly where Lennox Lewis wants to be. Just doing a really nice job on the outside.
Keep working the body.
Iron Mike Tyson lands a big right hand. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Lennox Lewis is doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations. He's not getting off.
Up top with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good combination to the head.
I like what I see. I love what I see, baby.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Lewis is really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good solid jab. Very accurate with the overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Commits to the straight right. Tyson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
My kid, focus.
And round 6 comes to an end.
Good job.
Lennox Lewis is, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Tyson's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Lewis is down, and it's as if a laser-guided missile targeted him.
Straight out of Hollywood, or straight out of the air.
How about that exchange? Tyson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Good block there by Lewis. Lewis is on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Tyson's in desperate need of an adjustment here. His style is not conducive to this fight turning around right now. These middle rounds are not being won by a brawling style.
No, not at all. If he had a physical guy in front of him, he'd get away with it. But he's got a technician in front of him. A guy who's just taking him apart, little by little.
And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Mike Tyson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. And that's the end of round 7. What do you waiting? Start of round number 8. Teddy, you've got him clearly up here. However, we do see that his face has been damaged. I don't know if they can stop what's going on there with his face. Reduce that swelling, stop that cut.
Yeah, I can't really knock the cut, man. You'd have to be an octopus here because, yeah, I mean, there's about 6 cuts that I can count there. And last time I checked, he only has 2 hands to cut, man.
Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Big uppercut right on the mark. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Lewis's combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner hopes he has a guy with good timing because timing can negate speed.
Lennox Lewis scores with the left hand. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Doubling up the jab by Lewis. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Jump on him right now.
There's a straight right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Stay on the outside.
Mike Tyson's in a tough spot right now. Boy, there it is. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Tyson's combination punching is working well here. And that's the end of round 8. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eyes shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Lewis is in a tough spot here. He could go down with that bad defense. Lennox hurt there, and he's going to clinch.
And he needs to clinch long enough to stop those tunes that are singing in his head right now.
Tyson's out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged. But what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Teddy?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, Customato, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look,
Lewis is cracked by a right hand. And he stays downstairs.
Punch and move. Punch and move. That's it. That's it.
Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Oh, and there you go. Could it be that Lennox Lewis cannot continue on here? Knocked down a few times tonight. It's over. The fight is over. Lewis is unable to get up and continue on.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, Tyson!
It's late in the fight, and it looked like we were going to get a decision.